Okay, we made it back to the sign, telling me the wrong way to go. It's actually north and northwest, not east and west, but that's okay. I'm fully expecting to get murdered by another stack of fluffer butters. But if I can just keep fighting enemies that run away immediately, that'll be fine. This battle is really stupid for Aya. Like, these crows should not be absorbing every single attack that one of my characters can do. If you want them to resist wind, that's fine, that makes perfect sense. If you want them to absorb wind when I have 4 characters and one of them is wind elemental, you know, I don't like it, but I'll put up with it. But when Aya just can't do anything in the entire battle, that's stupid. Why did that do half damage? It did half as much damage as the other times I used it. Weird. Well, now I'm running out of MP. And irritatingly, the shopkeeper at the beginning of the mountain, at the foot of the mountain, disappeared when those 2 shopkeepers appeared at the top. I thought they would both be there, but they are not. Is this really... I don't know why that's there. Oh, it's Notori! Join my party! Please! I hope she joins my party instead of making me fight her. So, do the frogs resist wind, or resist... They don't resist physical, because Momiji does plenty of damage to them. They must resist wind. Oh no, they probably do resist physical, but then they're weak to thunder. Okay. Oh, great. Yeah, okay. No, because that doesn't just do normal damage, it does double damage. So they must resist wind and be weak to thunder. So there are 2 different enemies in this dungeon. The 2 most common enemies, in fact, that resist all damage from my main attacker. That is bullshit. That is bad enemy design. The point of having elemental properties for enemies is to make the player change what actions they do and use something else that they wouldn't normally use. When you prevent them from doing anything, you have failed in your enemy design. There always has to be a solution for the player, a right move for them to use. I like how Aya just was facing left dead and then became facing right to the dead. Like, she just flipped around. Okay. This wasn't much of a pincer attack. In fact, I'm gonna take this turn to revive Aya. Yeah, so Notori, I think you could have handled that one on your own. They actually did nothing except run away. I like that Aya says her name as an exclamation. It's also sort of like ay 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 ay, like what Alpha says in Power Rangers, but really it's just her name. I wonder if she's actually named after her exclamation. Almost as if they expected us. They're crows! They're crows! They don't expect you! They're crows! They're just hanging around. They don't even know what you are. No, please join my party. Why don't they want her to join? I mean, she was really helpful, and really just having anyone would be helpful. Do they just not like her? Okay. Received call crafting shop. Okay, so armor elemental bless is what Patchouli had before in a previous version of the game. It just raises a character's elemental defense. It's not very useful because it's single target and you have to know what element the enemy is going to use, but it does at least last for the entire battle. I think it lasts for the entire battle. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Good question. Okay, that skill, P and Antidote, should not be usable from the menu. Oh, that's funny. That should not be usable from the menu. It's just infinite free healing. Oh, man. So her stock skills are like... Oh... Alice dolls, okay. So her stock skills are like free items. This P also is twice as good as normal P from my inventory. So she doesn't even have an item command, she has stock instead of it. And from what I remember of my discussions with the developer of this game, by spending real items and giving them to Notori's shop at some point later in the game, you can give her new stock abilities. So like you supply her shop with a certain number of 1-ups and then she gains the 1-up ability. Which is pretty neat. Right now it's just P's, but that's still really useful. Free healing, I'll take it. Blink and shell to self, that's neat. EX versions. Okay, I don't know what that means. Oh right, all of your skills are terrible except for Gale Fan. So I don't know why Wind Standing exists, and Graceful Dash needs a slight power-up. And by slight, I mean it needs to be twice as powerful. Because enemies being immune or absorbing every single attack that she has is really stupid and obnoxious. But now Nitori, who is my healer, is also my best attacker, so that's kind of weird. But this battle is going very poorly, by the way. These enemies are resistant to physical attacks, I think. Yeah, wow. Ooh. We're about to have a really bad time. Stop! No more rainbow bullets! No more! I have to attack with Nitori, because otherwise they just don't take damage. They take half damage from everyone else. This is becoming very expensive. There goes 1,000 gold. Jeez. Okay, and I'm glad that missed the bottom one and not the top one, because now I can actually win the fight. Okay. This is tolerable. But these enemies are very difficult. And they can crit. Please be paralyzed. That animation is missing a slash on the left side. Like, that's supposed to be Cloud's limit break from Final Fantasy VII, but it's missing one of the slashes. Jeez. This battle took so long that the music started over. Okay, okay. Okay, now avoid these dolls. Like, I thought I was gonna get something out of fighting them, That was not the case. I got a bad time is what I got. What? Why is that last tile not a teleport there? Is this where I'm supposed to go, or was I supposed to go the other way? This is a very wide open place. Are there no random battles here? Something repelled me from moving forward. What? The explanations for why you can't go a certain way in this game are somewhat lacking at times. Wait, is this where I go? No, okay. It's very hard to tell what's an exit and what isn't. You kind of just have to try everything. Okay, so I guess there's nothing down here. I guess I had to go the other way. Hopefully there are no more of those dolls. I mean, like, I fought some of those dolls earlier with my other party, and they weren't that hard. Like, I fought some of them in the shrine at the end of the bamboo forest. But it was a totally different story with the magic team. And I don't remember them using that bullet attack. Certainly not over and over and over. Where's my third party member? She's just didn't get out of my pocket? It's Frog Hat. This is like the quintessential Touhou character, because she has the silliest hat of everyone. I saw a theory on Reddit that Touhou characters wore hats as a sign of sexuality, and that the sillier their hat was, the more action they got. That would make Suwako absolutely like a female stud. Like, she just gets everything. Okay, so something about a special box. She's not under mind control, at least. That's nice. I kind of got the impression from what Reimu was saying earlier in the game that she thought every single person in Gensokyo was under mind control. But Nitori isn't, and Momiji isn't, and Aya isn't, and now Suwako isn't. And now they're just talking about people I don't know, like I'm supposed to know what's going on here. If I had read every single Touhou doujinshi ever written, maybe this would make sense. But I don't even know what characters you're talking about. Weren't you in my pocket? Why didn't you hide with the rest of us? The banter between Momiji and Aya is a little out of place. Like, it just went on a little too long. Long enough that I don't even remember what Nitori is responding to. Like, you're clearly in her line of sight. There's absolutely no way she could not see you. You're not hiding. You're directly in her line of sight. Some time ago. Some time is 2 words, it's not 1 word. She didn't say anything about a man. She did not. She only mentioned a female. That would be a great time to recap it for the player. Because, like, it's been couple hours since the last time we saw Rinosuke, and it's been since the beginning of the game since we actually got an explanation of what he's doing. The last time we got an explanation of what he was doing, our party consisted of Cerno and Aya and Reimu. And that explanation made no sense, because it was in Rinosuke's house, and the cutscene was just garbage. Like, you couldn't understand anything they were talking about. That song has a really slow, long fade-out. What's why Kanako sided with him? And who's Kanako? And who's Sane? And how did you get that? How did you figure out that she's trying to get her hands on the Pandora's box? And why would that be bad? Because none of these characters know what Pandora's box is. They don't know what it does or why it would be bad for her to get it. That's something that Hope told us much later after Aya left. Like, it's reasonable that Aya would know more than she knew last time we had her in the party, because she's an investigator. You could explain that if you actually showed the cutscene where she described what was happening, instead of fading to black. What? And why is Suwako being a bitch? Found out that this Rinosuke, like, she's never heard of Rinosuke before? Isn't he, like, a really famous person? Also, this might be the first time in this entire game that a Touhou character has indicated that they don't know another character. Like, everybody seems to know everybody. I hear that there have been several people, or there apostrophe VE, not there's been several people. There is been several people, there has been several people, there have. You're better than that at grammar, come on. The Entities of Pandora is an interesting new tidbit of information, but she did not explain what that means. And none of these characters know who or what Pandora is, and I'm not quite sure I can remember as the player either. In fact, I think Hope might have just glossed over it. I think Reimu asked her what Pandora is, and Hope was like, I'll explain it later. And then never did, of course. Keep Sine locked up inside the shrine. What? Have you kidnapped a girl and locked her in that building? That doesn't seem like the kind of thing you should gloss over. Whoa, what? I probably shouldn't have said, not of. You are probably not better than that at grammar, because that one was like, ugh. There are some grammatical errors in this game. That is a fact. Kanako finds out. And it just changes to boss music for no reason. Your music changes are very abrupt. Like that shouldn't have been a music change. That should have been a fade out. A music fade out. And then the music should start when the battle starts. Also, why are we fighting her? Like, she's fighting us because she told us the answers to our questions? What the hell? Just don't answer. Or is she fighting us because we explained way more to her than she explained to us? Is she fighting us because we were helpful? Why? I don't understand. Oh, okay. So, Sua's spring water is obviously a water attack, so I guess Nitori absorbs water. This boss probably absorbs water also, which is not going to be helpful because that's my only attack. Probably weak to thunder, though. Yeah, okay. That's the ticket. Oh, so far this is very easy. 0 damage, okay. Tori found some garbage. Well, does that stack with the other water resist? It's kind of weird. Like, I have a 100% chance of increasing water resist with my other skill, which is free. Aren't they free? Oh no, they're not free. But still, why would you ever use this? I want to find out what EX versions are. Are they just twice as good? Oh, she attacked herself. You forgot to give that skill an animation. It doesn't even need an animation, because she's not doing anything, she's just switching modes. It just needs to have a blank animation. Okay, so Still don't know what that does. Seems to be identical. Bomb charge? That sounds dangerous. Animation is screwed up. Like, you took an animation that's meant to have transparency in it, and then used it in a type of graphic that doesn't have transparency. Is what that looked like. As soon as she uses this bomb charge, I'm going to regret it. Yeah, ooh, this is bad. That did nothing! That did nothing! It just poisoned one character. That's her bomb charge skill? That was a sad boss fight. The battle boss music started again there for a second after the fight ended. That wasn't fun. You should be lying on the ground, bleeding, decapitated, cut in half, paralyzed from the waist down. What do you mean there's no way we should have won here? It's 3 against 1. You demand to know what? You didn't ask a question, you just refused to be locked up, and then walked out because you're not locked up, you're just sitting in there. What do you mean you have guests? You're a kidnapping victim. What's this we have guests? We're not about to leave, we're gonna rescue this girl that's been kidnapped. We just kicked Suwako's ass. We get the spoils of the battle, which is we get to save the girl. Oh, now if Suwako didn't think she was defeated earlier, I think we just made her think twice about that. Never told her what? She just showed up. Suwako just learned who Rinosuke was like 30 seconds before we fought. This is the first time she's seen Sine since learning that name. And obviously she didn't tell her anything. You've been here the whole time with them both. She hasn't been telling you because she just found out. In this cutscene. Lied? What are you talking about? Also, you're a journalist. Your job is to lie. Thank you for the recap. Kanako and Aaron are helping him. Thank you, that's all I wanted. It was just a recap like that. I also don't remember ever meeting Kanako. I don't even know who that is. So, why are Aya, Notori, and Momiji looking to the left right now? Oh, hello, bird. Hello, bird. That was weird. Like, just right in the middle of this, oh hi, I made you a nice dress, because that's what we were talking about, and then just go back to this cutscene. Preparing would be foolish. That would be foolish to do. We shouldn't prepare. Why would the enemy be attacking here? There's, like, there are three of them that actually have any sort of powers, and then everybody else is just, like, idiots that got mind-controlled and, crows. Like, I'm not really scared of the crows. And nobody's attacked here yet, or attacked anywhere else. I guess they attacked Scarlet Devil Mansion. Otherwise, it mostly seems like they just go somewhere, mind control whoever's in charge, and then leave. And leave the mind-controlled people there to run things in a mind-controlled way. I'm not really sure I would call that an attack. Not the sort of attack you can defend against, anyway. It's the sort of attack you want to run away from. You just ran off at double speed to that tree and then stopped? What? Who? What? What is this? What am I doing? No, I don't want to unequip everyone. Come on. There are some characters missing from this lineup. Okay. It's not already in another party, she's already in this party. That message needs to be fixed. Or really, Marissa needs to disappear from this lineup. Yeah, she just needs to disappear from the lineup when she's in the party. Okay. I don't want all the heavy hitters in one party, so we'll put... Yeah. Why isn't Suwako in either party? And, why isn't... What's-her-face? Notori in either party? Like, she said something and then ran off, but it was just not a cutscene I was going to be watching. I was tuned out. So if she said why she was leaving, then I did not catch it. I don't know why you think the enemy's going to be attacking in like 10 seconds either. Because that's how they were acting, is like we're preparing for a big battle here, but you have no reason to think that anyone is coming here in the next day, week, or even month. Her head is huge. Oh, I forgot to equip. That skill has no description. This is about to be terrible. That skill has no animation. This was bad. Like, was there even a save point? I explicitly did not choose the option to unequip everyone. Like, I went into this battle because these characters, Patchouli and Marissa at least, were still equipped. I was also definitely not expecting a boss fight there, though, but... Okay. Now the real question is, can we win this fight with no abilities? Stole a remedy. That's okay. Nice try. Oh, instant death. Wonderful. That will definitely help my auto-attack strategy. Gotta say, I did not expect that to go on nearly as long as it did. That was a very, very easy boss if I simply had skills. If I just don't go in as a nudist colony, I think I can beat that boss in like 3 turns.